What is happening, YouTube community? This is Greek Snorlax back with another one of those black and white Wi-Fi battles, and this one is against iColossus from Smogon. So, here we go. Start out the match, and again, I'm way over-predicting, and I hit his Darmanitan with a Hidden Power Fire, and he hits me with, I'm guessing, Choice Banded U-Turn, which, gets me down pretty low. So, he goes into his Hitmontop, and I'm like, it's gonna set up. So, I go into Acheron to take the setup, and he's out into FU, his Ferrothorn, as I curse. But, that's not... I'm scared of a Power Whip from that thing. So, I'm out into Vulcan, who still has a balloon for some reason. I'm going to change that to Leftovers. But he sets up rocks on the switch. And as he switches, I'm going to go for a sub, which is why I should be running Leftovers. But anyway, U-turn from that thing's not even going to break a sub, because it's doubly resisted. And he goes into Latios, and I predict that, and I go for a Dragon Pulse, which does more than half of Latios' HP. But he withdraws Latios and goes out into his Espeon, which takes the Dragon Pulse nicely, and heals off some of it with Leftovers. And he's going to start Calm Minding, and I go for a Fire Blast here, which, is just going to do decent damage, because it's Fire Blast from a Heatran. So, he goes for a Psyshock, and this gets a crit, but I don't think it mattered. It breaks my sub, I go for another Fire Blast, and goodbye Espeon. So, it is 6-5 me right now. He goes out into Diabo, his thing, Darmanitan. He's going to go for an Earthquake here, so, I don't know. Maybe he was expecting me to expect him to U-turn. So anyway, I'm going to recover off the damage as he switches into Ferrothorn, and I'm out of there because I'm still scared of that Power Whip. He's going to Leech Seed on the switch this time, so my Heatran is getting generally worn down by the the Stealth Rocks and the Leech Seed. He's out into Latios. This time I didn't predict as well, and I missed with a Fire Blast, which may have just done enough to kill the Latios, but, Anyway, I'm out into Snorlax, and he goes for a Hidden Power. I'm guessing Fire, because it does, nothing. He's into Ferrothorn yet again, because it walls Snorlax, but, I curse. And I'm getting out of there because I can't hit that thing. Out into Vulcan yet again. He's going for a Leech Seed, and by this point I'm getting scared that I'm going to lose my Heatran. And he withdraws it, goes out into that Daruma / Darmanitan, whatever. I hit it with a Dragon Pulse. It's not very effective, but, it does a pretty decent chunk. He goes for a U-turn, killing my Heatran, but he's giving me switch advantage for some reason. So he goes into... Whimsicott. Yeah, and it goes for a sub, and I'm going to just go for a Bug Buzz, because, that's Bug Buzz from a Choice Specs Galvantula, and he's proving to be quite annoying. So he's out into Ferrothorn, I go for a Bug Buzz, it does really good damage, and I get a special defense drop, so another one's going to kill it. He's going to go out into his Darmanitan, which is not going to survive into Bug Buzz, even though it resists it. So, goodbye Darmanitan, and he's out into Latios, and this is where I make a really bad play and lose my Galvantula. So, I'm out into Kratos to try and set up a bulk up on the weakened Latios, but he goes into Arafun, Whimsicott. I can't remember these English names. But anyway, he's going to go for an Encore, locking me into Bulk Up. So, anyway, I'm locked into Bulk Up, and instead of switching, I'm deciding to stay in like an idiot and allow him to keep setting up Leech Seed and all that nasty stuff. So, here we go. He gets his lefties. I get drained. And here's where I decide to switch. I go into Mythlax for no apparent reason. I can't even understand why I did that. And he's going to get his substitute up. So, Leech Seed. Yeah, Mythlax is just going to go for a Body Slam here. I guess I'm not a special wall anymore. No, I'm a Subbreaker. So, anyway, Leech Seed. I don't like Stall. Anyway, substitute, Body Slam, and, rinse and repeat. I think I switch at this point back into Kratos. Yeah, that's what I do. But anyway, so, Stones, he subs. I'm getting really ticked off because I don't like that thing at all. It's kind of ticking me off. He goes for another Leech Seed. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch, drain his sub, heal off. He gets his leftovers. I get my leftovers. And then he drains me again. So, he's actually going to switch for some reason into Latios, and I go for a Drain Punch, and that is Mach Punch killing range right there. The only problem is that I'm seated, so I'm not going to be able to kill that thing with a Mach Punch. So I'm going to go out into Snorlax. He's going to Trick, so he's going to get my Chesto Berry, and I'm going to become a Choice Scarf to Snorlax. And he goes for a Draco Meteor, and I don't know if it was the Choice Scarf, but Snorlax decides to dodge that one somehow. And anyway, he's out into Beyblade, and as he sets up, I go for a Crunch for some reason. Don't ask why, I don't know. I'm not thinking straight for some reason. Anyway, I'm out into Acheron to take the setting up, because that thing can't do crap to me when it doesn't have any boosts. So, he's going to go for Mach Punch, Technician boosted, so it does some decent damage. I'm going to start getting my curses up here, because, you know, curses are awesome. I like curse. But he's into FU once again, and I'm still scared of a Power Whip, but for some reason, I am again going to stay in like an idiot and die. So, there goes my Quagsire, and he is quickly generating advantage on my stupid self. So, I'm out into Kratos, and I go for a Drain Punch, because I'm like, I'm getting sick of this thing, but it does a really nice chunk. And I take the Iron Barbs, but, you know, and he gets his Leech Seed up, which means, guess who's coming out? As soon as this thing's dead. Yeah, that. But anyway, you have to wait till I kill this thing. So, I take out the Ferrothorn. I'm at somewhat decent HP. Don't have any boosts, but he's out into that thing. I hate that thing. I'm not even going to call it by name anymore. Drain Punch. Seal some HP back. And I'm going to I'm going to take the Leech Seed, and then I'm going to go into my Resident Substitute Breaker Snorlax. And he's taking Stone's damage, so he's going to have a lot of problems here. But he's going to Leech Seed. I'm going to Body Slam. I'm just trying to get rid of his sub at this point, so I can actually switch into someone and kill it. But anyway, as the seeds do their thing, he's going to withdraw. He's going to go into Beyblade, and I'm like, give me Parahacks, give me Parahacks, give me Parahacks. I don't get Parahacks. Does a decent chunk, though, and seeds are going to finish off my Snorlax, and I'm out into Kratos. And I'm really afraid of bulking up here, because I'm thinking he's just going to switch into Cottony and Encore me. So I go for a Drain Punch, which, does somewhat okay damage, and I'm healing, but he's going to withdraw that thing, go into Cottony, and I'm going to bulk up here. So now for sure he's going to Encore me. So instead of staying in to get Encored, I'm going into Icarus, who, as you remember, has 90 HP, cut down to 53. He's going to substitute. I'm like, dude, you're not getting sub advantage on me again. I'm just going to go straight for the Hidden Power Fires here, trying to get rid of his substitutes almost, because he gets Prio over me with that stupid ability of his. But his Hitmontop is going to take Hidden Power Fire somewhat nicely. And, you know, he Sucker Punches. I saw that coming. I don't know why I didn't switch into, like, Kratos or something. You know, it happens. So, now I go into Kratos, and he's going to go for a Mach Punch, which isn't going to do a ton. And I'm going to finish off that stupid top with a Drain Punch, and it's not looking good for me right now, because he's got his Cottony, and he's just going to stall the crap out of me. So, I don't know. I'm hoping he's, like, going to run out of subs at some point, but I couldn't be sure, and you guys will see. But, meanwhile, enjoy this wonderful song. I win. So, there you have it, another 1-0 win from Greek Snorlax. I don't like OU very much, so I'm probably gonna go to UU. You guys should rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks!